Miller was 9th despite a late tumble in FP2, and Franco Morbidelli, the Italian. Zarco 12th on the KTM, but look at that, Valentino Rossi twice on pole here in the last 3 years, and Mugello down in 18th. We'll come back to the point about Petrucci very shortly, because we can pop down to pit lane for the first time on this glove.
Felt more fresh. There is no fever, but just still something. But I think he's going to be.
Andrea Iannone, who was down there with Rossi and Lorenzo. You see,
just checking his shoulders there, turn number 11.
That's where Zarco is, and they did make some adjustments so that he could get that final corner right, and it seemed to work out okay. Here's thriller Jack Miller then. Crash yet
from his Pramac Ducati package yesterday.
And strong lap times coming in already in this free practice, 3 more.
Batties with Simon.
Paolo, thanks for near the mark. He's making a closed, zipped mouth. Someone else is struggling. Is that a reasonably accurate guess, or am I off?
To Chabati there, and to Simon Crafar for asking the questions. No surprise that they're keeping their lips shut.
Cautious, because nobody's cautious at the start of the race, but they've said to him as Marc Marquez fires in the fastest lap of the weekend of 46.
The tactics of races seem to have changed somewhat. It was a discussion we mentioned. They're not saving tyres at RT team. They say absolutely no way. Quartararo's staying put. He will be riding that bike.
They'll be locking him into some kind of multi-year contract if they possibly can. He's got a good luck going.
Job, isn't he? He's bucking the trend at the moment. You just wonder, don't you, with his riding style? You've got to believe that
Quartararo comes over the line. It's a 1:47.228, so it's not as close as what we've. Oh, maybe that's where he's going wrong. Well, yeah, I mean, weather terms of weather. Now, KTM, they had a phenomenal French Grand Prix in Le Mans a couple of weeks ago.
Around and find that it was not, you know, I wanted to know whether it was the carbon swing.
Big plus was his lap time came relatively easy without flirting with too much danger. So the bike that they would have set up for him based on the changes and the feedback that
his one lap speed was absolutely nowhere, and that they've got quite a few things to test today to try and work out what at the moment.
But can he get himself inside that top 10? He seemed pretty confident he could do that yesterday, but he has got a bit of work.
No improvement for him. He stays 12th, the number 21, and Jack Miller there doesn't improve either. Both on it. Not so long ago in qualifying, it's crucial that Dovizioso's on that front row.
So here's Andrea Dovizioso with a couple of Ducatis behind him, Tito Rabat being one of them, Michele Pirro now through Biondetti 1 and 2, slide in that Riatini corner. So Jack Miller well on course for the top 3, if not top spot. Now, he only picks up 1 spot, so 7th place.
Brand new soft rubber on, nonetheless, that is impressive stuff there from the Japanese rider. That's only a few tenths away now from
his handlebars higher, and I think they're really trying to work on the braking area, trying to improve that. It's
so here, lost time in that 3rd sector. He won't improve. Likewise Pirro, likewise Rabat just behind them.
Petrucci's on the routes now is Miller's advantage compared to Nakagami's pace at this stage of the lap.
Tito Rabat's just behind.
5.76. Over the line now comes the number 30. It is a fraction faster, 1:46.4 yesterday afternoon to get the soft tyre to work.
Well, he's never been great around Mugello either. He's 7th, struggling in sectors 3 and 4. This lap won't be an improvement either. He stays. The Frenchman, the rookie, across the line. Quartararo goes to 2nd, a 46.498.
The 2.
Marc Marquez then, who it has to be
6.456 and a big threat.
Across the line for Quartararo, and again he loses it.
First time Lorenzo's gone for the soft rear tyre, and he's made it pay. Sneaks into that crucial top in a row, Steve, that he's been absolutely awesome in the first 2 sectors yet again. Just to see where we're at. This is Nakagami, hard on the anchors. 340 kilometres an hour for him. Quartararo to the line.
No, he's done it again, but
that Mir was surrendering, so let's hope he's found something this time around, because he's going to need it to force the issue inside that top 10. 9th, 3rd in 2017 was his first ever dry race podium in MotoGP. The big 0.56, top of the timesheets and the all-time lap record here in Mugello.
Across the line he goes into 6th with a 46.
On the cut-off point in 10th position, and he does not improve. improves his lap time, but not his position. So Davizio,
Independent riders in the top 10 at the moment. Here comes Rossi. He improves, but not enough. A 46.9 for Valentino Rossi. That
the finish line. Piero over the line, only moves at one place to 14th. So this man, Andrea Dovizioso, at the moment can breathe because they drop down into Scarperia. Not a lot of time between Petrucci and Marquez here. Biondetti too as well. So not as good by a great deal across the line for Marc Marquez. And to keep an eye on Steve is Vinales, because he might be Vinales, but he does go up into 9th place, and that has indeed nudged Andrea himself.
Does he nudge Marquez down one spot across the line for him? He does. He goes up to 5th.
Jorge Lorenzo there just at the top of your picture. He's on the money in sector 1 as well. Oh, Cal Crutchlow's crashed. Miller goes up 3 spots, 7th to 4th place. Ever 145 lap of magnificent Mugello.
He delivers so often when it matters, doesn't he, Marquez? Valentino Rossi
finds some speed, so does Jorge Lorenzo. Marquez online, he goes second. Surely.
He was only a 10th down in sector 3 and nothing's flashing up on our time screen, so I'm not sure what's happened to
Oso, who, to be fair, is on a flying lap. A lap that will be good enough to put him inside that top 10, although he's lost time, no dramas. He's in to Q2. Morbidelli moves up into 9th place.
Dovizioso then on a...
Dovizioso's got nitrous fitted, then surely he's not going into Q2. He's not. And rubbing salt into his wounds, the fact that his teammate, Danilo Petrucci, who's not in peak physical...
The doctor, I'm sure our guys in the truck
just missed his braking marker, didn't he, completely, Valentino Rossi. That's what cost Rossi.
He did have a bit of a panic on at one stage. Nakagami, amazing job from him.
Detti 1 and 2. Lean angle, how nervous and how side curve. It was actually the rear, wasn't it? He was so October, but what a session, a record-breaking session here at magnificent Mugello. Danilo Petrucci's won.